All right, welcome back, everyone. Last week we were talking about our addiction and how it's impacted us and our loved ones and our life greatly. And I think we should pick up again. Does anyone want to start it off, kick us off today?
I can start it. So I've been addicted for 8 years, and what keeps me going back is the constant death and rebirth. So every time I stop, it's like a part of me dies. I lose sense of self, I lose everything, and then every time I pick it back up, it's like I'm reborn into this new individual. And it's gotten to a point where I've become not only addicted to the addiction itself, but the process of it.
It's like becoming like your identity.
Right.
It's like a part of it. And I think that happens a lot with us where we're also addicted to those steps, right? Getting to that process, and it's almost like a sense of relief once we complete it. Now, how do you think this process affects the people around you, your loved ones?
They never really know me. And then it gets to a point where I try to force myself to fit in with their norms.
Gotcha.
And
shrink yourself down.
that causes, a lack of self-awareness for me.
Of course.
And then I go back to stage one and relapse.
Process. Now, do you think that happens because that's where you feel the most like yourself at that point? Or the most freedom?
Ground zero is where I feel more like me.
Late nights walking through your door. You know what I'm asking for. I need you to bring me high. Bring me higher. Bring me high. Bring me higher. Bring me high. Bring me high. Bring me high. Bring me high. Bring me higher. Bring me higher. Bring me higher. Bring me higher.
Anyone else?
I feel like not feeling yourself, it's part of the addiction. Trying to find what the next you will be ultimately leads you to something that you never expected. And that's addicting.
Introverted when it's surface, getting nervous when it's hurting, written verses with a purpose. This is working. 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 Introverted when it's surface, getting nervous when it's hurting, written verses with a purpose. This is working. Watch through clouds up in a circus, open different verses. I do my excuses in a furnace. My purpose brought up to the surface, from drowning feeling like it isn't worth it. A villain feeling worthless, till art was in it. Listen to these verses. Life's a bitch, I'm trying to get up in a cervix. Getting comfortable in my skin, I'm pinning Jergens. Sometimes I feel like life has been a burden, like time I didn't purchase. Feels good to find time to fit some words in. The high I get from art has been of service. Introverted. Introverted. Yeah. This is working. 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 Introverted when it's surface, getting nervous when it's hurting, written verses with a purpose. This is working.
Well, that's the role of art. And that's the role of artists, you know? And real artists are contending with the unknown, right? And they're possessed by it. They have a personality trait, openness, that makes them do that. They can't even help it. The worst thing for creative people is to not be creative because they just die.
Introverted when it's surface, getting nervous when it's hurting. Written verses with a purpose. This is working. 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 Introverted when it's surface, getting nervous when it's hurting. Written verses with a purpose. This is working. I watch the clowns up in a circus, over different verses. I do my excuses in a verse.